morning. Today's Thursday. Namaste. Today we're going to do a mix. Some mat-based Pilates with some small weights. And we're going to do some yoga then. So it'll be a little mix of things. You want weights maybe 3 pounds. If you're comfortable with a heavier weight, 4 pounds, that's fine. So we'll be doing some things while we're mixing it in with the Pilates. All right. So go ahead and you need weights or mats, weights, and we'll do a Shavasana at the end. We'll be doing yoga then towards the end without the weights. And we do not wear sneakers for this. So go ahead and get ready. We have a few minutes. Okay. All right. So to get your weights, light weights, nothing too heavy. And again, you don't need to use the weights if you don't feel comfortable. There we go. We're going to start standing. Got a little noise going on outside here. Close the window a little bit. And remember, anything you do, you can do at your own pace. If there's something that doesn't feel right, if you have any restrictions, lower back restrictions, please modify. Sometimes you already know what not to do, and sometimes if something doesn't feel right, then you just listen to your body. If you haven't drank any water today, drink some water, and have it by your side. Please get some whenever you need it. And we'll come towards see who's here today. Hi, guys. All right. So we'll come towards the front of our mats. We're going to start to connect with our Pilates. First, our Pilates breath. Alignment's very important. Standing with our feet hip width apart, pointing forward. Just start to feel that alignment flowing up from the bottom of your feet, anchoring into the earth, flowing up the legs, up the spine, up the shoulders, up the neck, to the crown of the head. Feel this lengthening. Pull the belly in and up. Pull the pelvic floor up and in. And tuck the chin like you're holding a tennis ball. Reaching the arms down along the sides. The Pilates breath, it's a thoracic region breath. We breathe in, opening up through the rib cage. In through the nose, on the exhale, out through the mouth. Emptying the lungs, activating the core, letting it all go. So we'll do a few here. Breathing in through the nose, and out through the mouth. In through the nose. Feel that cleansing and that clearing. Letting the shoulders relax, letting go of any tension that's been built up from the week. Now let's bring the feet together. So the toes are pointing forward. We lift the toes, open the feet out like a V, and press them down. So bring them together, open them up, then press them down. We're activating. So you feel this external rotation through the legs, feel this activation through the glutes. I'm going to stand back so you see me. So if you're just here loose, you're not feeling that activation. So you really want to keep things activated. And this is something you can do if you're standing in a long line, maybe at the grocery store, waiting to get in through the nose, and out through the mouth. 3 more of these breaths here. This is called the Pilates stance. And there's a band that runs below and above our belly buttons around our hips. This is all part of our core. All right. So we're going to do a little balance move to come down. Turn this down a little bit. If you have any knee issues, actually first before we come down, we're going to do some roll ups and roll downs. So we're going to stand up nice and tall. Pilates stance. Core is engaged. We sweep the arms up to the sky. So this is almost like you're diving into a pool. You want to tuck the belly in, scoop it in, tuck the chin, and then reach down like you're slowly coming down into the pool, one vertebrae at a time. Then breathe in at the bottom and exhale as we slowly roll back up, keeping the gaze into the belly. One vertebrae at a time. Let the chin be the last thing to lift. Core is engaged. Let's do 3 more of these. Breathing in, scoop the belly in, tuck the chin, slowly coming back down. One vertebrae at a time. And you don't need to get real deep. Breathing in and gently rolling up, tucking the chin. One vertebrae at a time. Way back to center. That core is engaged, reaching up, breathing in, tucking the belly in, squeeze, tuck the chin, gaze into the belly. As we come back down. Breathing in, keep the chin tucked as we slowly roll back up. One vertebrae at a time. Reaching up one more time. Scoop the belly in, tucking the chin. Slowly coming back down. One vertebrae at a time. Receive a breath, keep the belly keep the chin tucked as we slowly roll back up. One vertebrae at a time. You feel each vertebrae opening up. Now, reach up to the sky. And gently, let's fold over to the right. We're going to be doing some oblique work today. As usual, only this time with some weights. Stretching out those sides. Let's reach up again, over to the right. Come back to center, reach up, lengthen. Exhale, over to the left. Bring the arms down. Reach for that right wrist. Open up to the chest. Bring the shoulder blades together. Keep the spine long. You can stay here or hinge at the hips and fold halfway. You don't need to fold. Bothers your spine, don't fold. Engage the core as we come back up. Reach for that left wrist. Open up to the chest. Just opening up, bringing the shoulder blades together. You can stay here or keep the spine long, hinging at the hips as we fold halfway. Stretching out those hamstrings. Engage the core and the pelvic floor as we come back up. And back to center. All right. Let's bring the feet as wide as the mat. Feet slightly, or this mat, wider than our hips. Feet slightly angled to the side and the front. We do some plie squats. Lower and lift. Keep the knees behind the toes. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift. Bringing the arms out to the sides. Open up those shoulders. In as we lower. If you want to go a little higher, you can bring the arms up a little bit higher yet. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift. A couple more. In and out. Let's come down here. Shoulders above the hips. Pelvic floor is pulled up and in. Hands on our waist. Lift the right heel and lower. And the left heel. And lower. And the right heel. And lower. And the left heel. And lower. And the right heel. And lower. And the left heel. And lower. And the right heel. And lower. And the left heel. And lower. Let's lower a little bit deeper. And lift. Come the whole way up. Walk the feet in. We're going to do a little balance move to come down. So you can, if you have any bad knees, you can just come down at your own pace. Or you can shift your weight to one side or the other. Bring the other leg up and over. Arms and genie arms. Come up on those toes. Receive a breath, and then we gently come down. In that balance, with as little plop as possible. Come back to the mat. All right, let's extend the legs out in front. I'm going to go over the Pilates stance a couple different ways. Sitting up tall, shoulders above the hips. We don't lean back. And we bring the feet together, pull the toes back, open the feet like a V, just like we did standing. So you feel this external rotation, this activation through the glutes. Staying here. Core is engaged, pull the belly into the spine, sweeping the arms up to the sky. Reach up as we breathe in, bring the arms out in front. Reaching forward as we breathe in. Now you can use a Pilates ball if you like. I have one. We're going to do more weights today, so I didn't bring it up. Up, down for 2. Reach forward for 2 and back. For 2, do 2 more sets. Up for 2. Don't arch your back. Down for 2. Reach forward for 2 and back for 2. And up for 2 and down for 2. Reach forward for 2 and back for 2. Maintaining that Pilates stance. Now, let's let it release. So when you let it relax, you'll feel everything release. All right, so it kind of creates a stable base. Let's bend the knees. We're going to have our weights by our sides. All right, we're not using them quite yet. I'm going to warm up a little bit first. Put one weight to either side. Come into a V-sit. Feet, knees hip width apart, feet out in front. Extend the arms. We're going to come forward, reaching out in front. Exhale, rolling back. Not the whole way. Only that lower lumbar, tuck the chin. Breathing in as we come forward, opening up to the chest. Exhale, round and roll back, tucking the chin. Breathing in, reaching out in front. Exhale as we roll back. In through the nose as we come forward. Out through the mouth as we roll back. Let's come the whole way forward. As we breathe in, now we're going to roll the whole way back. Nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. As slow as you can go, coming the whole way down. So we're going to do some warm-ups. And these will be some of the basic essentials of Pilates. So you want that imprint. So first, the imprint, we don't normally, if we're just laying here loose, we might have that arch underneath the spine. So we want to pull the belly into the spine to the mat, and press all the heavy body parts into the mat. The arms, the shoulders, the head, the hips, the feet. Breathe in, exhale, let it release. If you let it release, you'll feel that arch. Breathe in as we imprint, exhale, release. Breathe in as we imprint, exhale, release. Breathe in as we imprint, exhale, release. Staying here. some cervical knot. So a lot of times in Pilates, we're doing some curls. We don't want to lift the neck, lift the head. We tip the chin. All right, so we're going to do that here. Keep a neutral neck, and then we tip the chin up and back, opening the throat as we breathe in. Exhale, tipping the chin down, creating that double chin effect. Breathing in as we tip it up and back. Exhale as we tip it down. In through the nose, tipping up, out through the mouth. Tipping down. Let's do one more. Breathing in as we tip it up and back. Exhale as we tip it down. Bring it back to center. And we'll do some pelvic tilts. Neutral pelvis. Parallel to the floor. Breathe in as we tilt it down, opening up that arch. Bringing the belly up to the sky. Exhale as we tilt it up. Pull the belly into the spine. Now the knees stay hip width apart. Breathing in as we tilt it down. Lifting the belly. Exhale, tilting the tailbone up. Pelvic tilt. Breathing in as we tilt it down. Creating that arch. Exhale, pull the belly into the spine. Spine to the mat as we tilt it up. One more. Breathing in as we tilt it down. Exhale as we tilt it up. Back to neutral. So we're going to do some hip work here. Breathe in as we bring the knees and legs over to the right. Engage your core as we bring it back to center. Breathe in, knees and legs over to the left. Engage your core as we bring it back to center. Breathe in, knees and legs gently over to the right. Engage your core as we bring it back to center. Knees and legs over to the left. Engage your core as we bring it back to center. Again, over to the right. Those legs. Engage your core as we bring it back to center. Knees and legs over to the left. Exhale back to center, adding a head turn. Knees and legs to the right, head and gaze to the left. As we breathe in. Exhale back to center, knees and legs to the left, head and gaze to the right. Exhale, everything back to center. Supine torso curls. So we only come up as far as the base of the shoulder blades. We tip the chin, arms are hovering. We're going to reach through the fingers. Breathing in, roll up, gaze into the belly, reaching through the fingers. Exhale as we roll back down. So it's just an upper body. Breathing in, reaching forward. Exhale, roll back down. Feel each vertebrae one at a time. Breathing in as we roll up, reach through the fingers, gaze into the belly. Exhale, roll back down. Breathing in, tucking the chin, rolling forward. Exhale, roll back down. One more time, no further than the base of the shoulder blades. Exhale as we roll back down. One more time and hold it. We're going to pulse forward for 8, 7, 6, very tiny, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach and hold as we breathe in. Exhale as we roll back down. Rib cage arms. Keep that imprint. Bring the arms. Actually, let's grab one weight. One weight. We're going to hold it sideways. If you don't feel comfortable holding the weight, if you have a ball you want to use, a Pilates ball, you can use that too. So when we do rib cage arms, if you've never done this before, you might just want to bring the arms back behind. If you do that, you'll find your back arching. That's not the correct way to do it. I always like to do it the wrong way first. You imprint. Belly into the spine, spine to the mat. Now, very controlled. Breathe in as we bring the arms back over our head. Exhale. Keep that core engaged as we bring the arms back up. Breathing in, back alongside the ears with those arms. Exhale as we come back up. In through the nose. So the core is activated. We're not using our back. Back is not arching. Exhale out through the mouth. So we're more effectively using those shoulders. And you'll feel the difference if you do it both ways. Let's do a couple more here. Breathing in. Let's bring it back along the ears. Exhale as we bring it back up. One more time. Back alongside the ears. Exhale as we bring it back up. We're going to stay here. We're going to do little lifts. Lift and lift. Little pulses up to the upper abs. And lift and lift and lift. And 4 and 3 and 2. Keep that chin tucked. Now come back down. Stay here. Imprint. We're going to bring the weight in and lift. So our back is not arching, and it's not a heavy weight, so it's not a lot of resistance. This isn't about a big strength class. This is about a little bit of resistance while we engage our core. Lower. Keep those elbows in alongside the ribs. Lower and lift. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift. Let's stay here. We're just going to turn the weight like a steering wheel and turn it the other way. Keep that core activated. Keep that imprint. Turn it to the other side. Shoulders are relaxed too. If the shoulders are way up here, bring them back down into the mat. Breathe in, turn the weight one way. Exhale, turn it the other. and in, and out, and in, and out. Let's bring that weight in, and let's bring those knees into tabletop. So tabletop, they're bent at 90 degrees. First, put the weight down, arms down along your sides, imprint. We're going to alternate, tapping one toe and the other. Supine toe taps. Lower, tap the toe, exhale, back up. Lower the left leg, tap the toe, exhale, back up. Breathe in, lower the right leg, tap the toe, exhale, back up. Lower the left leg, tap the toe, exhale, back up. Right leg, tap the toe, exhale, back up. Left leg, tap the toe, exhale, back up. Right leg, tap the toe, exhale, back up. Lower the left leg, tap the toe, exhale, back up. All right, now from here, we're going to do some hundreds. So hundreds, first, we're going to go into our different positions. Knees, tabletop, or legs straight up. From here, let's do a Pilates stance. So I'm going to turn sideways. Legs straight up, pull the toes down, open the feet out like a V. Anytime you come into a diagonal, you want this Pilates stance. You want to feel the activation of the glutes and that external rotation. If you're here and your heels can't come together, or you're feeling stress in your lower back, then please bring the legs straight up or stay here in tabletop. So when we do hundreds, again, we bring the arms, hover them. Now we tip the chin. Again, not lifting the head. But a good thing to do is bring your hands behind your head, tip the chin, gaze in the belly, extend the arms. We're going to be using levers here. So the arms are going to be pulsing down, and we'll either be in tabletop, straight up, or Pilates stance. I'll go through all the different ones. We breathe in for 5 and out for 5 for 10 sets, a total of 100. Anytime you need a break, come back into that break, tip the chin. Remember, don't let your neck get really strained. All right, let's start. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep your gaze in the belly, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring the knees in your chest, wrap your arms around your shins, give yourselves a nice hug. Receive a breath, bring everything back down to the mat. Bring the feet back down, let's grab our weights. So this time we're going to do double supine toe taps with some chest press. All right? So when we bring the knees in, we're going to lift. And then when we bring the feet down, we're going to bring the elbows down. So cores engaged, and you want that imprint. Or let's bring the knees in, keep the arms down, then lift as we lower. So if anything doesn't feel right, you can also just stay here and do the presses. Or you can stay here and just do the double leg. All right? Breathe in as we lower. So as we lower the legs, lower the feet, we lift the arms. Bring those elbows in. Breathe in, lower. Exhale, bring the knees up. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, knees up. Or breathe in and out. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep that core engaged. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's do 2 more or 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. All right. So we're going to do a little oblique work here. We're going to put the one weight down. Keep the knees in tabletop. Bring the right arm out to the side. The weight's in the left hand. I'm going to turn this way. All right. So, right arm out from the shoulder with the palm down. As we breathe in, we bring the knees and legs over to the right. Palm facing up, bring the weight out to the left. Engage the core, bring everything back to center. Breathe in as we open. Knees to the right, arm and weight out to the left. Exhale, everything back to center. Pressing through that right arm. Bracing ourselves. Breathe in as we open. Exhale back to center. Breathe in as we open. Engage your core as we come back to center. Let's do 2 more. Breathe in as we open. Little twist here. Exhale back. Breathe as we open. And exhale back. Stay here. Bring the weight to the right hand. Bring the left arm down. Left palm facing down, out from the shoulder. Now opposite side, knees and legs to the left. Arm and weight out to the right. Palm facing up. Gauge your core as we bring everything back to center. Breathe in as we open. Use that left arm to brace yourself and press yourself back up. Breathe in as we open. Nice and controlled. You don't want to fling that weight out. And if it's too heavy, please get a smaller weight or use a ball, or you don't need to use anything. Exhale back to center. I think we got 3 more. Breathe in as we open. Nice and controlled. Exhale back. Part of the principles of Pilates are precision and focus and control and alignment and breath. It's that mind-body connection. Let's do 1 more and back to center. All right, let's bring the feet back down. Let's grab those weights again. Both of them. So this time, we're going to kind of do some scoop ups with some bicep curls. All right, we're going to come up and bicep and down. Keep the gaze into the belly as you roll back down. Feet firmly planted. Breathing in as we come up, lift. Nice and controlled. Come back down so the weight shouldn't be too heavy. Keep the arms in, bicep curl. Exhale as we come back down. Breathe in as we come back up. Bicep curl, gaze out in front. Exhale as we come back down. And as we come up, leading with the chest. Exhale as we roll back down. Let's do 4 more. And exhale as we roll back down. The gaze into the belly. Breathe in as we roll up. Exhale as we roll back down. 2 more. Breathe in as we lift. Exhale as we roll back down. And 1 more. Lifting up. And exhale as we roll back down. Let's stay here. Imprint, we're going to do little bicep curls right here. So you want to keep the upper arms really glued into the mat. That's part of that imprint. All right, so we'll be going from extension to 90 degrees. And you want to feel that belly into the spine. Breathing in for 2 and lower. For 2 and in. For 2 and lower. For 2 and in. For 2 and lower. Feel those upper arms activated. Extend to 90. For 2, extend. For 2, 90. For 2, extend. For 2, you should feel your core engaged, your hips stabilized, anchored into the mat. Lower for 2. Lift just to 90. Lower. We'll do 2 more. Lift for 2. Lower for 2. Lift for 2. Lower for 2. So as you see, you might feel more intensity through the core than you are through the actual biceps. Let's bring the weights out to the side. Just let them out. And we're going to do some single and double leg. So we do single and double leg. Again, we tip the chin, gaze in the belly, bring the knees in tabletop, extend the left leg. The right arm, right knee is in, right hand down by the ankle, inside hand by the knee. We keep the chin tucked, gaze in the belly. We don't rock and roll. It's very controlled. We breathe in, pulse that knee in, exhale, switch. Breathe in, pulse, exhale, switch. Now, you can switch here from above the mat, just hovering is the most difficult, to straight up is easiest, or anywhere in between. Breathe in, pulse, exhale, switch. Breathe in, pulse, exhale, switch. Breathe in, pulse, gaze in the belly. Breathe in, pulse, body is still. Breathe in, pulse, exhale, switch. Breathe in, pulse, exhale, switch. Breathe in, pulse, exhale, switch. Breathe in, pulse, exhale, hold. Keep the body still as we double time it. Breathing in and out and switch and switch and in and out and switch and switch and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Bring the knees in your chest. Give yourselves a little hug. Come the whole way back down. Double leg lift. So knees bent. Either legs straight up, arms straight up. When we come together, we're going to keep the knees together, bring them in. We're going to sweep the arms down, reaching towards those toes. Again, tucking that chin. When we open, you can also come into Pilates stance if you come at a diagonal. Only if you're in Pilates stance, arms and legs behind. So there's 2 options. So let's start here, reaching towards the toes. Tuck the gaze into the belly. Breathe in as we extend. Exhale together. Breathe in as we extend. Exhale together. I'll do it both ways. Breathe in as we extend. Exhale together. Breathe in as we extend. If you do that Pilates stance, remember to pull the toes back, heels together. If your legs come wide, then you just want to stay here upright. Together. Let's do 4 more. Breathe in as we open. Exhale, close. It's like a reverse snow angel. We want to keep those knees together when we pull them back. The arms come down to the side. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Into a little ball. Bring your head the whole way back down. Single leg scissors. So, again, tip the chin, gaze in the belly, extend that left leg, again hovering. This time the right leg comes the whole way up. We walk the hands up behind the leg, keep the gaze into the belly, breathe in, pulse, exhale, switch, 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 breathe in, pulse, gaze in the belly, breathe in, pulse, body is still, breathe in, pulse, exhale, hold, double time again, breathing in and out, and switch, and in, and out, and switch, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And the knees into your chest, give yourselves a nice hug. Bring the upper body back down. Just hug those thighs into your chest. Feeling that, maybe lifting the tailbone, feeling that stretch for that lower back. As we breathe in, and letting everything come back down to the mat. All right. So we're going to just do a roll up here with the knees bent, or you can do a full roll up. If you want to do a full roll up, then you can roll the whole way up. Pilates stance. Legs together just like we did standing. Pull the toes back, open the feet like a V. You imprint. You can use one weight if you like, if you feel comfortable using it. We incorporate all the basics. Rib cage arms. Either arms are straight up or back alongside the ears. If you're going to arch your back, then don't use the weight. Breathe in, roll up, tuck the chin, and reach out past the toes. Now, if you feel comfortable doing that, we're going to do a total of 4. Breathing in, rolling back, 1 vertebrae at a time. Again, you can just bend the knees. You can come part way. So you can just come here. If you don't feel comfortable coming the whole way down. I know not everyone can come the whole way down. Or you can come the whole way down and then just come up like this. All right, so figure out how you want to do it. We're going to do, actually, let's do 6 full sets. All right. Breathing in, exhale. When we reach forward, tuck the chin, breathe in, exhale, roll back down. So it's very controlled, 1 vertebrae at a time. Pilates stance, heels together. If your legs are extended, feet open like a V. Breathing in, reaching out in front. Again, a light weight. If you're using a weight, and I always start to keep going. Shift back on these. Nice and controlled articulation. 1 vertebrae at a time. Couple more. Gaze into the belly. Just like we did standing. Don't let the arms just swing behind you. Very controlled. So we've added that weight. We're going to do 1 more to come up. And reaching out in front. And let's come back to center. All right. So I'm going to face you. Or no, I'm going to turn this way. We're going to do a little roll like a ball. So we're going to be the ball. Again, a little balance. Knees are bent. Options here. We are like a ball. So the looser the ball, the easier. Hands behind the hamstrings. A little bit tighter yet. Keep the gaze in the belly. We do not roll onto the neck, only to the shoulders. We roll back, come up, and hold the balance. If you don't have any spine issues, you don't feel comfortable rolling, or you don't have enough cushion, you can just stay here and hold the ball. Breathe in as we roll back. Exhale, come up and hold. Breathe in as we roll back. Keep the gaze in the belly. Exhale, come up and hold. Breathe in as we roll back. Exhale, come up and hold. Breathe in as we roll back. Exhale, come up and hold. We're going to add some extensions. 4 more when we come up this time, either legs in tabletop or Pilates stance. Remember, Pilates stance, those heels stay together. All right, so however you want to do it, or if you just want to roll. 4 more, and then 1 that we actually hold it. Breathe in as we roll back. Exhale, come up and hold, and extend. Breathe in as we roll back. Exhale, extend. Keep that gaze into the belly. Remember to breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth. 1 more. Let's hold it. However we want to hold it. For 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give yourselves a nice hug. Let's bring the bottoms of the feet together. Do a little stretch here. Knees open, create that diamond, hands to the shins, open up to the chest. Let's come forward, leading with the chin and the chest. Stretching out those inner thighs, lower back, hips. Breath in, engage the core as we come back up. We're going to do a little, well, let's do a little Russian twist first with the weight. So, we sit here with our knees bent, in our V-sit again. Hold on to the weight. Now, if you have a heavier weight for this one, you can use it if you like. So, it's like we're going to be dipping the ball, doing a little twist. Or sometimes we do this with the ball. Dipping the weight to the right and to the left. To the right. To the left. Breathing in and out. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In and out. Nice and controlled. And in. And out. And in. And out. To the right. To the left. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come forward and let's put the weight down. We're going to do some saw. We're going to do some saw. Yeah, it's a nice twist. It's a nice spinal twist. So the legs are about as wide as the mat, or as wide as you feel comfortable. Arms out to either side, shoulders are relaxed. So we don't gently twist from one side to the other. We keep the spine nice and long when we do the twists. All right? So always come back up into that nice long spine. Let's breathe in, twist to the right, reach forward, saw off that little toe. Right? It's that little pinky toe. We're reaching between it. Engage the core as we come back to center, nice and tall. Exhale, twist to the left, reach forward, saw off that little toe. Engage the core as we come back to center, nice and tall. Exhale, twist, reaching forward, saw off that little toe. Come back to center, nice and tall. Exhale, twist to the left, reach forward, saw off that toe. Keep those shoulders relaxed too. Twist to the right, reach forward, saw off that toe. Engage the core, come back to center, twist to the left, reach forward, saw off that toe. Nice long spine, nice lengthening. As you reach forward, saw off that little toe, come back to center. Twist to the left, reach forward, saw off that little toe. Let's do 2 more sets. Breathing in, twist, reach, and back, and twist. Exhale on the reach. Breathe in as we lengthen, twist, exhale, reach. 1 more. To the left, reaching forward. Nice stretch. All right. Let's see. Checking the time here. If you want any water, you can always grab some water. Nice to have it nearby. Always remember to stay hydrated. Helps keep us from cramping too. All right, let's come on to all fours. Actually, no. While we're here, I just want to do a little supine tabletop modified. All right, or supine plank. So extend the legs. We're going to bring the elbow, come onto our forearms. All right, so fists. Bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. They're not out here. Underneath the shoulders. Now just lift those hips. You don't come up far, just lifting those hips. Just a little lift here. Receiving a breath. Exhale, come back down. Yes, all right. Let's sweep those arms up. Reaching out. Seated fold, reach towards the toes, the ankles to the shin, lengthen the spine. And then round and roll up, tucking the chin, 1 vertebrae at a time. Alright, so let's come on to all fours, into tabletop. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. The belly into the spine. You're going to bring that right leg back behind. You want to level the hips. Okay, point the toes and flex. Press that heel behind and point. Now from here, you're going to bring the knee into the nose. Extend the leg behind, level the hips. Exhale, knee to nose. Extend behind, knee to nose, extend. Now extend the opposite arm, little balancing cat. Hold this here, receive a breath, elbow to knee. If you're not comfortable with the arm, you can stay with the leg. Exhale, elbow to knee. Breathe in as we extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Let's extend and hold it for 15, 14, 13. I'm still counting. You want to make sure you have an even balance on the opposite arm and leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring everything back into tabletop. Receive a breath. Now come into a cat pose. A little arch here, a little stretch. Back into tabletop, feet together, knees apart, bring the hips back over the heels into child's pose, extend the arms out in front. And let's come back into tabletop. We're going to do the other side. All right. Pull the belly into the spine first. Create that nice stabilization, and you want everything balanced. Hands underneath the shoulders or fists. Your thumbs pointing forward, knees underneath the hips. Extending that left leg this time. So sometimes the hips want to shift. So feel that leveling of the hips. Core is engaged, stabilizing. Point through the toes, press through the heel, flex, and point. Now from here, bring the knee into the nose. And extend behind, level the hips. Exhale, knee to nose. Breathe in as we extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Breathe in as we extend. From here, extend the opposite arm. So you want to feel the even distribution of the arm and leg that are on the mat. Let's hold this here. We're going to reach out as we breathe in. Exhale, elbow to knee. Breathe in as we extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Breathe in as we extend. Level the hips. Exhale, elbow to knee. Now let's extend and hold it. Core is engaged for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring everything back into center in the tabletop. Receive a breath, round and arch in the cat. Coming back to center and into child's pose. Extend the arms out in front. Bring the hips back over the heels. Let everything release and relax. So we're going to do a little plank work. All right. We're going to come forward into a forearm plank. So you're going to be, elbows are going to be underneath the shoulders. If you're not comfortable on your forearms, you can come onto the forearm. And we're going to curl the toes under and lift those knees. So if you don't feel comfortable with the knees lifted, you can always drop to them. Except we're going to be doing some jumping jack. Just one at a time. We'll bring in the one leg out and in. Left leg out and in. All right, so core is engaged, looking at the mat. Right leg out and in. Left leg out. Remember to breathe. Right leg out and in. Left leg out and in. Right leg out and in. Left leg out and in. Don't lift those hips. And in. Left leg out and in. We'll do 8 and 7. Right leg out and in. Left leg out and in. And 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Let's hold the plank for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back into a child's pose. Feet together, knees apart. Hips back over the heels, extending arms out in front. Let everything release. Another breath in. We're going to come forward again. And this time we definitely want to be on our forearms because we're going to do a little saw back and forth. This isn't our saw stretch. All right, so what we do, and you don't want to, you can't be on forearms like this because it's not good for the shoulders. So if you need to be on the forearms, then just hold the plank. Elbows underneath the shoulders. We're going to shift forward and back. Forward and back, all right? If you're on your knees, you can still shift forward and back. You don't get as much of it, so see if you can curl the toes under. Core is engaged. Let's go. Breathe in and out and forward and back and forward and back and forward and back and forward and back. Remember to breathe. And forward and back and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Come back into child's pose. Feet together, knees apart, hips back over the heels. Extend the arms out in front. Let everything release. Receive a breath. Shift the hips over to the right. And come back to center as we breathe in. On the exhale, shift the hips over to the left. Back to center. Come back into tabletop. We're going to do a little shoulder stretch while we're here. Tabletop, bring the right arm in, turn the palm up, extend it through. Underneath that left elbow, bend at 90 degrees, looking underneath that arm. Hips in the air, right shoulder and ear on the mat. Give yourself a little breather here. In through the nose, letting go of any tension on that shoulder. Out through the mouth. Letting it go. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Bring everything back to center. We're going to do the other side. Bring that left palm in, bring that left arm in, turn the palm up, extend it through underneath that right elbow, bend at 90 degrees, hips in the air. Left shoulder, ear on the mat. 2 more breaths. In through the nose. Let it out through the mouth. Let it go. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Bring everything back to center. We're going to come back to seated. We're going to come onto our right side. Right. We're going to use our weight. Do a little side leg series with the weight. So, first, we're going to be on that right forearm, elbow underneath the shoulder. You never want it out here. It's not good for the shoulder. Now, you always have the option. You can come the whole way down if you don't feel comfortable on that shoulder. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. All right, maybe it's just because it's by my ears. All right, elbow underneath the shoulder, body is stacked. So the hips are stacked. If you look down, you should see a nice line from the shoulder down the whole way, like the seam of your pants, the whole way down to the feet. You do not want to come forward and back. Just keep the weight close by. We will use it. Bring that top leg out from the hip. No higher. Flex the foot. Breathe in as we bring it back. Exhale, point forward. Breathe in as we flex it back. Exhale, point forward. Now, if you want to add to it, you can put the weight on it. Breathe in as we flex it back. Exhale, point forward. Breathe in, flex it back. Exhale, point forward. We'll do 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. Now out in front, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring it back and behind, leading with the heel. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And back to center. Let's put that weight down. So we're going to come the whole way. Actually, no, we're going to do 1 more here. Turn the top leg so the knee and the toes are pointing up. Keep those ribs lifted. Breathe in, point that leg up. Exhale, flex it down. Breathe in as we point it up. Exhale, flex down. Breathe in, point it up. Exhale, flex down. Breathe in, point it up. Exhale, flex down. Some passe. Sweep it in, knee to shoulder, point it up. Flex it down. Drag it in, knee to shoulder, point it up. Flex it down. Drag it in, knee to shoulder, point it up. Flex it down, drag it in, knee to shoulder, point it up. Flex it down, reverse direction, point it up, knee to shoulder, take it down, slide it up. Point it up, knee to shoulder, take it down, slide it up. Point it up, knee to shoulder, take it down, slide it out. Point it up, knee to shoulder, take it down, slide it out. All right, now options here. We're going to do some oblique work. So you can either, we're going to use the weight, we're going to reach. All right, we're going to reach forward. You can bring the weight back and reach. If you don't feel comfortable with the weight, don't use it. Or you can go a little deeper by coming down here. Yeah, or coming down here. Now, the whole way down, we're going to press away. It's going to be a little bit more intense. So you can choose. All right. So, don't watch the weight, too. We're just going to reach up and then bring that elbow in. Reach up and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower and lift. Again, you can come here too and lift. If you support yourself, that forearm, it's a little bit easier. Lift and lower and lift and lower and 4 and 3 and 2. We're not on that hip. We're kind of back at an angle. I forgot to say that. So you should not be here. Well, it'd be hard to lift. So you kind of get back on that right glute. Let's do 4 more in case you weren't there. You wouldn't have been able to lift the legs. So it's at a slight angle. 2 and 1. Woo! All right. Let's come the whole way down. We're going to do some rotator cuffs here. So we can come the whole way down, support our head with our hand. And legs are stacked and knees can be slightly bent. So your core is engaged, nothing's moving. Just a little rotator cuff here with this bicep. So, or with this weight. So the elbow is glued in. We lower and we lift out to the side. Lower, upper arm is glued in. Palms facing down, lower and lift. lower, and lift, and lower, and lift. 4 more, breathing in, and out, and in, and out, and lower, and lift, and lower, and lift. Let's do 8 pulses. 8, 7, 6. Core is engaged. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, put that weight down. Let's walk ourselves up. We're going to do a little mermaid stretch here. Oh, nope, we got to do our spinal twist. Sorry. Let's stay down. Forgot that. And we're going to use our weight for that. So bottom leg is flexed. Top leg, knees bent at 90 degrees. Bring it up. Bring it out in front. So that bottom leg, I don't know if you can see me there, that foot needs to stay flexed. Use the weight if you like. If you don't want to use the weight, don't. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift upper and lower body. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift and reach. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift and hold. Now here we're going to pulse that leg up. 8, 7. Foot is flexed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach and hold. Maybe pulsing the upper body. Lift. Reach. Reach. Little reaches. 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold. And hold. And release. Now put that weight down. We're going to open up into a spinal twist. Bring that left arm out to the side. Looking towards the sky. Feeling everything open up. Nice deep breath in. Out to the mouth. Letting it all go. Opening the heart. Opening the hips. Opening. Getting that nice twist through those internal organs. Giving them a nice little ring out. Getting those toxins flowing. And then letting it go through that exhale. And now we're going to come back. We're going to press ourselves up. We're going to come into that little mermaid stretch. It's a little oblique stretch. So you can bring the legs in, so the one foot can be in front of the other or on top of the other. Bring your left hand to that shin. Sweep that right arm up and over. Get that stretch. To that right side. Come on to that forearm. Extend that left arm out to the side, reaching towards the end of your mat. And up and over, a little bit deeper. You can also just come here if you don't feel comfortable coming the whole way down. One more time, up and over. Now we're going to do a little twist. We're going to pivot, dive that right hand down underneath the left, tuck the chin, look down towards the legs, and then pull away. Both hands are on that left shin. We're just pulling away from it. Get in that stretch to the upper right shoulder. And let's come back here with our hands. We're going to do a little teaser. We're going to bring the legs up, pivot around, and come to the other side. Coming back down again. Onto that forearm. Legs are stacked. Hips are stacked. One nice line. Usually I can see everybody in class. So you should be in one nice line. And when we do these, you should not be coming back and forth like this. Everything is engaged. Core is engaged. If you don't feel comfortable there, you can come the whole way down. You can still do everything here. I have some people in my classes that are very regular in these classes, and they come the whole way down. Also keep the ribs lifted. So I'm going to stay here. Now bring that top leg up. First, you can do it without the weight. Flex the foot as we bring it back. Exhale, point forward. Then move again. Breathe in as we flex it back. Exhale, point forward. Breathe in as we flex it back. Exhale, point forward. Now if you want to add to it, put the weight on it. Breathe in as we flex it back. Exhale, point forward. Breathe in as we flex it back. Exhale, point forward. Breathe in as we flex it back. Exhale, point forward. And back. And forward. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Let's bring it out in front. Little kicks out in front. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now flex, bring it back. Little pulses behind. Keep it in alignment with the hip. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Put the weight down. We'll come back to it. Now we're going to turn that leg So the knee and the toes are pointing up. Keep those ribs lifted. Breathe in as we point it up. Exhale, flex down. Breathe in, point it up. Exhale, flex down. Breathe in, point it up. Exhale, flex down. Breathe in as we point it up. Exhale, flex down. Little passe. Sweep it in. Knee in, point it up. Flex it down. Drag it in. Knee to shoulder, point it up. Flex it down. Drag it in. Knee to shoulder, point it up. Flex it down. Drag it in. Knee to shoulder, point it up. Flex it down. Reverse direction. Point it up. Knee to shoulder. Take it down. Slide it out. Point it up. Knee to shoulder. Take it down. Slide it out. Point it up. Knee to shoulder. Take it down. Slide it out. Point it up. Knee to shoulder. Take it down. Slide it out. Now those obliques. So the legs will come at a slight angle towards the front corner, left corner of the mat. And we'll be using that weight. If you don't feel comfortable using the weight, remember, you don't need to. And you're in control with the weight. The elbow comes back, and then you reach. If you want to go a little deeper with it, extend that left arm. And then you come up. It's a little bit more. Okay? So let's go. Remember, your legs are at a slight angle, and you're not on the hip. You're kind of back on that left glute. Okay. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift. Breathe in as we lower. Keep those legs together. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift. If you need to come up in that forearm, please do. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift. Breathe in as we lower. And exhale, lift. Coming the whole way back down. Keep the weight close by. And now we're going to come the whole way down to the mat. Knees can be bent slightly for stability. We're going to do that little rotator cuff. So support your head with your hand if you like. The core is engaged, so nothing's moving. Elbows in, upper arms glued in, palms facing down. Come out to 90, and in, and lift, and lower, and lift, and lower, and lift, and lower. Breathe in as we lift, exhale, low. Lift, and lower, and lift, and lower, and lift, and lower, and lift, and lower. Let's lift here. Little pulses up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Put the weight down. And we're going to come the whole way down if we're not already. Extend that bottom leg. Bring this, I'm going to turn it this way this time. Bring the right leg up in the tabletop. Bring it over across. We're going to grab that weight again. Bottom leg is, support your head with your hand. Bottom leg is flexed. You're going to reach. Whether you want to use the weight or not, that's up to you. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift and reach, upper and lower body. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift and reach. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift. 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 One more. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift and reach. Stay here. Leg is flexed. Pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold. Now the upper body, we're going to pulse it forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold. And lift. And reach. And hold. And breathe. And exhale as we come the whole way back down. Release that weight. Bring that right arm out to the side into a nice spinal twist. Looking towards the sky. Opening the heart. Opening the hips. Rinsing those internal organs. Nice cleansing breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Letting everything go. And gently turning onto that left side and walking ourselves back up. We're going to do that mermaid stretch on the other side. So we're going to bring those legs in together, one foot in front of the other or one leg on top of the other. That's up to you. Right hand on the shin. Sweep that left arm up and over. Get that stretch, that left side. Arm up first. You can just bring the hand to the mat. Bring that right arm up and across. And up. And over. And up. Maybe you can come onto that forearm if you want to go a little deeper. Reach through those fingers, through that left side. And up. And over. Let's do one more. Up. And reach. Get that stretch through those obliques. And up. Now we're going to add that twist. Sweep that left arm up and now pivot Dive the left hand down to meet the right, tuck the chin, holding onto the shin and then pulling away. Pulling away. Sweeping the left arm up and down. We're going to come into that little teaser again. So let's sink back, bring those legs out and across and down. So we're going to do some teasers. So teasers, if you're not sure what they are, I'm going to show you. There's different steps to them. All right. So first we're going to come forward, breathe in, and then slowly roll the whole way down. Nice and slow. All right. So we do a little scooping here. So palms facing in, kind of scoop up, gaze into the belly, and then we lift. Upper lower body, and then we extend. And together. And lower, and mat. So scoop, lift. Up, extend. So you want to extend, Pilates stance. And together, and lower, and down. So it's 4 steps really. All right, so we're firmly on the mat. We scoop it. When we scoop it, we're just scooping. Just the shoulders come up. Then we lift. Then we bring everything up. Then we extend. Together, lower, and mat. Let's do 4 if we can. Remember, if you just want to do part of it, just the scooping and lower, you can do that. Or the scooping and the lifting and down. Breathe in. 4 parts. And lower. Breathing in. Exhale. Breathing in. Extend. Breathing in. Lower and lower into the mat. All right, we're done. That's good. All right, so let's, we're going to do some bridge here. All right, we're going to do some bridge. Get some water if you need it. And we're going to use our weight for the bridge. Let's see. I was thinking about something I forgot I was going to do with the weight. That's okay. I think we did a lot. So when we do our bridge, if you did come up, get your weight. We're going to slowly come back down, nice and slow, 1 vertebrae at a time. Remember to keep those knees hip width apart. All right? They do not open. They stay right here. And first we can hold the weight, tuck those, roll the shoulders underneath, walk the feet in, and you can put the weight on your sacrum area, your lower back. Breathe, make sure it's not too heavy. It's a little pelvic tilt. Breathe in, lift spine, lift the hips, the spine, and the chest. Holding this here, lift, hold, breathe, exhale as you come back down, nice and slow, 1 vertebrae at a time. Keeping the knees hip width apart. Breathing in as we lift, exhale, hold. Breathing in as we lift a little higher, and exhale as we roll back down, nice and slow, 1 vertebrae at a time. Okay, each vertebrae we feel it. Breathing in, pelvic tilt, hips, spine, chest. Exhale, hold. Breathe in, lift a little bit higher. And exhale as we roll back down. Don't open those knees. 1 vertebrae at a time. Breathe in, pelvic tilt. Lifting 1 vertebrae at a time. Exhale, hold. Breathe in as we lift. And then exhale as we roll back down. Nice and slow. 1 vertebrae at a time. We're going to add to this with some little pulses. Breathing in, pelvic tilt. Hips, spine, chest, hold. Breathe in as we lift. Now from here, we're going to pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Don't open those knees. Now from here, we're going to bring the knees in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in. Bring those knees together, and open, and together, and open, together, and open, together, and open. Let's bring them together. Hold this here, lift up. Pulse it. 8, 7, 6. Feel that booty burn. 4, 3, 2, 1. Open those knees slowly. Come back down. 1 vertebrae at a time. You should feel that. Bring the knees in. Remove the weight. Wrap your arms around your shins. Come into a little ball. Nice little lower back stretch. Lifting the tailbone. Chin to the knees. Receiving a breath. On the exhale, let it all out through the mouth. Bringing the feet to the mat. Bring the arms out to either side. Just feel that gentle release. Palms open, fingers loose. Keep the feet together as we open both knees out to either side. Bottoms of the feet together, a double tree here. And we're going to start to finish up here with our yoga. In through the nose and out through the nose. Or if you feel comfortable exhaling out through the mouth, whatever you feel comfortable focusing your breath on. Maybe we're still letting go of those toxins. Let's do a couple deep exhales out through the mouth yet. In through the nose. Nice big inhale, out through the mouth. Pressing those shoulder blades into the mat, letting it all release. Let that exhale be longer than the inhale. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. Bringing those knees together, just like we just cleared ourselves. Bringing those knees together, keeping the knees bent. Extending the right leg, point the toes, sweep the right leg up, walk the hands up behind the legs, gently pulling it back. Giving ourselves a nice little stretch. Point the toes, and flex, and point, and flex, and point, and flex. Let's bring that knee into the chest. Give ourselves a nice hug. Extend that left leg. Wrap our arms around that right shin. Now rotate that right foot 3 times one way. 3 times the other way. Another breath. Now wrap that right arm around that right shin. Bring that left arm out to the side with the palm down, out from the shoulder. Receive a breath. See if we can gently open this right knee out to the side, right leg out to the side. Let it go where your body's allowing. Opening up that inner thigh. Taking a breath. So bringing everything back to center. And let's bring both knees in. Wrap arms around both shins. Give ourselves a hug. Lift the shoulders. Lift the tailbone. And exhale as we come back to center. Bringing that right foot down. Extend that left leg. Point the toes. Sweep that left leg up. Walking the hands up behind the leg. Gently pulling it back. Point the toes. And flex. And point. And flex. And point, and flex. Press through that heel. Then bend that left knee, pull it high in your chest. Give yourselves a hug as we extend that right leg. Rotate that left foot 3 times one way. 3 times the other way. Wrap your left arm around that shin. Bring the right arm out to the side from your shoulder with your palm down. Receive a breath. And gently bring that left leg out to the side. Again, don't force it. If it doesn't need to go as far as mine does. If you're watching, maybe just a little bit. Maybe these areas can get really, really tight. So don't force anything. Use your breath. Breathe in, and then on that delicious exhale, feel this gentle opening. That knee back, bring that right knee back to meet it, come into a little ball again, tucking the chin, bringing the feet back down, engage that pelvic, engage the core, pull the belly into the spine, bring your arms straight up and back alongside the ears, and on the exhale, we're going to roll up, walk the hands behind, coming the whole way back up. Let's cross the legs. Sit up nice and tall. Shoulders relaxed. Bring the shoulders up in the ears and let them drop. If you don't feel comfortable crossing your legs, you can bring them out in front or create that diamond. Shoulders up and let them drop. Feel those sit bones balanced. Shoulders up and let them drop. Bring that right hand to the right side. So that left arm up. Reach up. Rotate that left hand 3 times one way. 3 times the other way. Reach up, lengthen. Exhale, reach over to that right side. Turn the palm away. Sweep it down. Reach behind for that right wrist. Open up through the chest as we breathe in. Keep the spine long. You can stay here or leaning forward, hinging at the hips. Keep the spine long as we bring the arms up behind. Gauge the pelvic floor and the core as we come back up. And gently release. Left hand to the mat. Sweep that right arm up. Reach up, lift, and lengthen. Rotate that right hand. 3 times one way. 3 times the other way. Reach up, lift. Exhale, reaching out and over to the left. Turn the palm away. As we sweep it down, reaching behind for that left wrist. Open up through the chest as we breathe in. Keep the spine long. And on the exhale, you can stay here or start to come forward, hinging at the hips. Remember, nice long spine, bringing the arms up behind us. Gauge the pelvic floor and the core as we come back up. Let's bring the legs out in front. I'm going to turn sideways. First, we're going to bring our fists behind us. So underneath the shoulders. Pulling the toes back, we're going to engage those legs. We're going to work our way into a fish pose. And there'll be levels along the way, so you can stop whatever level you like. First, just pressing down. Pressing the hips forward, opening the heart. Legs are engaged, pulling the toes back. Receiving a breath. Keep the legs engaged the whole time. Now, supporting the lower back with our fists, we're going to bring our elbows. Come onto our forearms. The elbows are underneath the shoulders. All right, they're not out here. They're underneath the shoulders. Keep the core engaged. Pressing those hips forward, opening the heart. Do not drop the head back, and we will go there if it feels comfortable. If you know you can't, then please don't. Receive a breath. You can stay right here or supporting the lower back. Now bring the elbows out, and now you can drop the head back. So the crown of the head is on the mat, kind of, or the back behind the crown of the head, and you're looking back behind you. Respect any neck issues. Keep that lower body engaged. If you want to add the fin, legs engaged, release the hands, bring the palms together, pointing straight up from our heart into prayer. Holding us here. Keep those toes pulled back, in through the nose. This is good, opening the thyroid, good for the sinuses. Out through the nose. The breath in. Bring the fists to the lower back, elbows out so you have that support. Another breath in. Now, bringing those elbows in, bringing the head up so you're looking at the ceiling. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Keep those legs engaged. Receiving a breath. Now start to walk ourselves back up. You can come onto those fists, pressing the hips, the pelvic floor into the mat. Legs are still engaged. Pressing down into the mat as we open the heart. Receive a breath now. Let's relax the feet, interlock the fingers, and come forward into a fold. Just countering our pose. Nice seated fold. Extend the arms, lengthen the spine. Exhale as we come a little bit deeper. Knees can bend if you need to. Hands to your shins or your ankles. Lengthen the spine as we breathe in. Exhale, come a little bit deeper. Now round, tuck the chin. Slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Coming back to center. We're going to do a little sciatic, good for the sciatic nerve, a little, I call it a slice of pie. So we're going to be like a slice of pie. We're going to lengthen, breathe in, and then we're going to round, tuck the chin, all right? Breathe in as we lift and lengthen. Exhale, lower and round. Breathe in, gaze out in front, lengthen the spine. Exhale, each time you might come a little bit deeper. Breathe in as we lift and lengthen. Exhale, lower and round. Breathe in as we lift and lengthen. Exhale, lower and round. Breathe in as we lift and lengthen. Now lower and round and tuck the chin as we roll the whole way back up. Nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. Bring back to center. Let's bend those knees again. I'm going to put some of the music on here. So we're going to come back down to the mat, do a few more poses, and then we'll have a little shavasana, maybe like a 8-minute shavasana here. So if you have something you want to bring close by, like a blanket or something, please do so. All right, so knees bent 90 degrees. Before we come down, we're going to do a little balance, because this is still part of the Pilates. A seated boat. We're balanced on those sit bones. We can either bring the knees up or we can bring them down. Extend the arms. Do some little arm windmills here if you don't feel comfortable with the arm windmills. You can also come into that extension only if you do the Pilates stance. All right, so here or here. Up and around and down, breathing in. Up and around and down, breathing in. Up and around and down, reversing direction. If you're feeling any stress in your lower back, please lower the feet. Up and around and down, breathing in, up and around and down, and up and around and down. Now, without touching, see if we can wrap the arms around our shins, bring the thigh into our chest, give ourselves a nice hug, and then come forward. Feet onto the mat. Opening up to the chest as we breathe in, and then round and roll back. Tucking the chin, one vertebrae at a time, coming the whole way down. Gaze into the belly, whole way back down to the mat. Ah, this feels good. Let's extend the right leg. Press through that right heel. Keep that left knee bent. So we're pressing through that right heel, feeling that extension through that right leg, that right hip. And then bring that right arm, core is engaged, bring that right arm overhead, reaching through those fingers. Receive a breath. Now bring the left thigh into your chest and wrap your arm around that left shin. Pull that thigh in as you extend and reach. Now point the toes of that right leg. So we're reaching that whole right side, opening it up. As we breathe in. Then on the exhale, let it release and go. Let everything relax. Bring that left foot down. Bring that right knee up. Extending that left leg, receiving a breath. Now press that heel so we feel that lengthening, the whole back of the leg. Pressing through that heel like there's a wall. Core is engaged, sweeping that left arm up and reaching overhead. Reach through the fingers, receive a breath. Now bring the right knee and wrap your arm around that right shin and then point the toes of the left leg. So now we're really feeling that lengthening of that left side, that whole left side of the body. Reach the fingers and the toes, pulling that right thigh into the chest as we breathe in and let everything relax. Bringing that right foot back down. Bring that left leg to meet it. Now bring the knees into tabletop. We're going to do a little spinal twist here. Basic spinal twist. Knees bent at 90 degrees. Both arms out to the side from your shoulders with your palms down. Receive a breath. And on the exhale, bring knees and legs to the right as we turn our head and gaze to the left. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. As we breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Opening up any tension we're holding, our shoulders, spine, hips. Breathe into it. And on the exhale, let it go as we open our palms. Sinking deeper into the mat, into Mother Earth. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose as we surrender. Engage the core, bring everything back to center. Palms facing down, knees in tabletop, looking at the sky. Receive a breath, and on the exhale, knees and legs over to the left, head and gaze over to the right. Keeping that left shoulder down. Breathe into any tension you're holding on to, shoulders, spine, hips. Nice deep inhales and exhales, exhaling, letting everything go. In through the nose. Now release and open those palms out through the nose. Starting to surrender to the mat, Mother Earth, another breath in. And gently letting it all go. With gratitude and love. Engage the core, bring everything back to center. Bring the legs straight up. Sweep the arms up between the legs and gently open in and out like a V. Point the toes to the corners of the room and flex, pressing through the heels. And point. And flex, and point, and flex. Now bring the bottoms of the feet together. Bring the knees in. Come into another little ball. Wrap your arms around your shins. Lift the shoulders. Drop the chin into the knees. Lift the tailbone. Maybe rock back and forth from side to side, massaging the spine. that breath. And bring the upper body back down. Give yourselves a deeper hug. Extending the legs as we come into Shavasana. Extending the arms up overhead. Well, not quite. We're going to do another little stretch here. Reaching, a full body stretch. So arms extended overhead. Reaching through the fingers and the toes. Like somebody has our wrists and our ankles as we breathe in. Feeling the whole spine decompressing. Feeling our internal organs being stretched and opened. Every fascia, every ligament, every tendon. Then gently let everything release. Create a diamond around our head. Elbows out to either side. Fingertips together over the crown of the head. Keeping the shoulder blades into the mat. Look towards the sky as we breathe in. And on the exhale, gently turning our head to the right. Don't force it. Wherever it wants to go. We're going to stay here for another breath. Noticing any tension, and then on the exhale, letting the tension release. Maybe our head turns a little bit deeper. Or maybe we can let go of some tension in our shoulders, our neck, down through the body. Bring the head back to center as we breathe in. And on the exhale, turning our head to the left. Not forcing it. Another breath in. Now letting that tension release, or maybe we can turn our head a little bit deeper to the left. Now let go of any tension you're holding on to. Releasing to the shoulders and the neck. Bringing the head back to center. Sweeping the arms down. Let's bring the heels together. Let those feet naturally open to either side. Feel the hips opening. Arms out at 45 degrees with the palms open. Maybe rolling the shoulders underneath a little bit, opening the heart. Feel the shoulders opening. This luscious breath is bathing over us, in us, through us. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Feel it flow up and down our bodies. Like we're laying on the beach and the ocean waves are flowing up and down. If you want release for your lower back, you can always bend your knees. You can always use those blocks. Let's just stay here, connecting with our breath as we breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Expanding the back of the throat, the Ujjayi breath. Opening up through the belly and the rib cage and the heart space. And on the exhale, letting the chest deflate, ribs close, belly deflates. The pelvic floor rises. Keeping our eyes closed. We can start wiggling our fingers and toes. Moving our hands and feet. Bringing awareness to our bodies, to the space. The sound of our breath. The beat of our heart. And the earth underneath us. Letting the earth support and nourish, help to absorb all the negativity, all the toxins, clearing out what we no longer need, becoming that compost. That next breath as we become more rooted, centered and grounded, connecting with each one of us. Every single being on this planet. Remember to move forward in that space of love. Letting it be our guide. Let's roll on to one side or the other. Whichever side you're feeling guided. Don't think about it. Let it happen. Let yourself be held by Mother Earth. Gently, in your own time, when you're ready, one hand at a time, one vertebrae at a time, slowly coming back to seated, in the flow. So we sit up nice and tall. Keeping the eyes closed, start to bring our palms together, rubbing our palms, creating that heat and warmth. Once our palms are nice and warm, gently place them over our eyes, allowing our eyes to flutter open, getting used to the light as we start to lightly tap back and forth across our forehead, over to those temples very lightly. Rubbing little circles, open our mouth, let our jaw relax, our face relax, and our mind release as we gently let go and unwind and unfurl. Letting go. And lightly tapping across our eyebrows. Just 2 little indents at the inside of each eyebrow, our sinus pressure points. Press in here, breathe in real deep through the nose. And on the exhale, tap lightly down the outside of the nose, across the tops of the cheekbones, back and forth, lightly down the cheeks, down to the chin. Lightly down the throat, down to the breastbone where our thymus gland lies, our immunity balance. We're tapping here. Rubbing little circles as we boost our immunity for the day. Activate our heart space. Clear out any congestion. Let's stay here. We'll do those tones for our whole being. The heart tone, ah, AH. So our hearts are nice and open. Just embrace that. Also, this helps with any congestion and helps to boost and fortify our immune system too. So let's be loud and vibrant, and let's receive a breath in together. So it's like AH, the sound for the heart. Another breath in. This time we're going to send that love out through all those roots into Mother Earth and every single being that we are connected to. Another breath in. And last but not least, remembering to honor and nourish and love ourselves unconditionally no matter what. Receiving the nourishment, the gratitude, and love for ourselves. Another breath in. Bring our palms together, hands to heart center. I honor the place in you in which the whole universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love and truth and light and peace. When you are in that place in you and I'm in that place in me, we are one. Namaste. It's going to be a glorious day, so go out and enjoy it. Let the sunshine boost that immune system too. Bring joy and happiness to our day. Thank you all for being here. See you soon. Namaste.